Hi, I'm Liz from Caravan Guard Insurance. In this video we're going to go through caravan snaking and jackknifing. We're going to talk about what snaking and jackknifing is, we're going to talk about the steps you can take to prevent it from happening in the first place, and then some practical steps about what you can do if you're in the unfortunate event that you do have a snaking outfit. So let's join Frank, an instructor from Towing Solutions.
The difference between snaking and jackknifing, I would say, is that snaking leads up to a potential jackknife. Snaking is where the trailer, the caravan, starts to oscillate and becomes out of alignment with the tow car. Quite frightening. You're looking in your mirrors and it's swinging from left to right and back to left, out of control. If the driver doesn't take some positive action and do something about it, the likelihood is it will be completely out of control, a crash will result, and the jackknife finishes it with the caravan, the trailer, next to the car or on its side next to the car or forward of the tow hitch. The best way to prevent snaking starts with loading the caravan or loading your trailer. Appropriate weight distribution, not too much at the front, not too much at the back, a suitable nose weight, and finally that it's hitched up correctly and it's appropriate. Another thing to prevent snaking, and of course of checking your caravan as well as your load distribution, is the tyres. Your tyres on your caravan are the only contact you've got with the road surface. Tyre pressures, tyre tread depth, age of tyres, the condition of the tyres. Just because they look good on the tyre tread doesn't mean to say the tyre walls have eroded and collapsing. Are the wheels secure to the caravan? Are the torque settings correct on each of the nuts? There's a good history of caravan wheels becoming detached from the trailer, from the caravan. That's not just caravans, that's right across the automotive industry. If you have your wheel changed on your car because you've got a flat tyre, the torque settings should be checked very soon afterwards, and that's the same for a caravan. Many modern caravans will have a stabiliser system that's based in the hitch, but they will not stop a badly laden caravan from snaking. They will assist it, trying to prevent it stopping it, but it's not the cure. The caravan needs to be set up first for the hitch to even have a chance. In addition to your hitch stabiliser, there's additional electronic devices available on the market that are aimed at reducing instability, stopping snaking. However, prevention is far better than cure. If you've got an inherently unstable caravan because it's badly loaded, the other devices aren't really going to get the best of chances. Load your caravan appropriately and don't get yourself into the danger. If you find yourself in a situation where you've got snaking coming on and you've got it, common misconception is to basically put your foot down and power through it. That is a complete and utter misconception and probably one of the most dangerous things you could do. Far better for us to jump in the car and I'll talk to you in the car to tell you exactly what you should be doing. Okay Liz, snaking is obviously a dangerous situation. We can't realistically simulate that on a public road. So what we're going to do is simulate it whilst we're static here. Okay, I'm going to talk you through the hints and tips as to what to do if the situation was to develop. Okay Liz, so I'm going to pretend effectively that we've got a snaking situation developed. Okay, what would be happening is the caravan or the trailer to the rear of the car is oscillating from left to right and back to left repeatedly. So you'll have an action on the wheel that'll be moving the car as you're going along like that, and the car will be quite violently moving around. It's a frightening situation, as I'm sure you'd expect. So the first thing you're going to want to do is basically tense up and grip the wheel. That's actually counterintuitive. You actually want to do the opposite almost. Still hold the wheel firmly, but relax as much as possible. So this violent shaking effect, you've got some degree of control over, but you are holding on without locking it into fixed position. You're firmly gripping the wheel, trying to relax yourself, but now you need to start reducing your speed, the road speed of the car and the trailer. To reduce the road speed, normally you'll be pressing the brakes. If you press the brakes, you'll be slowing the car down too quick for the trailer, and the trailer will potentially snake even more, worse. There's a school of thoughts that you should accelerate out of trouble. Definitely not recommended, because at some point in time you're going to come back down into that band where the caravan is snaking. Yeah, you may pull a snake straight, but as soon as you come off the gas, the snake can come back on you. So you'll have snaking twice. Far better to deal with it correctly the first time. To deal with it appropriately, slow the car down. So we're not talking by braking, but we're just taking the feet off the pedals. No gas at all. Engine braking, or engine retardation they call it, using the engine to slow the car down using the gears. Then look towards changing gear, coming down from 6th into 5th maybe in a manual, or moving from automatic into Tiptronic if you've got that facility in your car, and coming back down the gears sequentially, 6, 5, 4, etc. The reduction speed wants to be gentle. You're coming off the gas, you're taking your foot off the throttle. Naturally you want to then go for the brake pedal. Certainly in an automatic when you've got 2 pedals to press. My advice is to actually not go immediately for the brake pedal. Have your foot doing nothing really, sort of hovering between nothing, yeah? And that just gives you that momentary time to think about what am I doing next, what am I going to reconsider, am I changing gears, do I need to brake? Again, we don't want to brake, we want to reduce speed by the engine braking or the engine retardation or losing road speed just naturally as the car's no longer got any driving power. Okay, so in summary, you've got a snake situation coming on. First thing to do, relax your grip, but maintain a hold of the steering wheel. Secondly, lose the speed, take your foot off the accelerator. Hover, don't use the brake. Thirdly, lose road speed by coming down in the gears. When you've lost the speed, you've now got the rig under complete control, you'll be looking at pulling over somewhere safe and appropriate to do so to thoroughly check out the outfit.
So there you go. We hope you found some useful hints and tips there about caravan snaking and jackknifing. In the description below, we've also put links to our videos on loading your caravan and nose weight. For more hints and tips, head on over to the Caravan Guard website. Thanks for watching.